We're back. We're back for episode 2, vlog number 2 in this series of me trying to become a fitness influencer. I think to be taken seriously as a running influencer, I probably need to run like a sub 3 marathon and like a 2:59 at the minimum, faster if possible. And my fastest marathon so far, I've run 2, and my fastest one so far is a 3:05, which I ran in October. So I've got another one in February. That's what I'm kind of training up for right now. I'm feeling really good about it, but really hoping in February that I can break the sub 3 at the minimum. And possibly, I'm toying with the idea of going for a sub 250, so like a 2:49, which seems scary. It seems very scary. I don't know. We'll see. So right now I'm headed up the canyon to this spot where I'm gonna run, do my long run for the week. So I'm gonna run 16 miles. And I love running in this spot because it's 8 miles up and 8 miles back. Super simple. I don't have to think about too much. I just kind of lock in and go. Because if I'm having to like run around, do laps around my neighborhood, it's just so hard mentally for me for some reason to get the miles in, you know? The way I've been approaching my marathon training this time around is basically 2 hard workouts per week. So I do a hard workout, I do a hard interval workout, which is usually on a track, and that's in the middle of the week. So that's like a Wednesday. And then on Saturday or Sunday, I'll do a long run. And that's also like where I'm pushing really hard. And so that's what we're doing today. But then in between that, I'm doing 6 to 8 mile runs that are easy pace. And so that's kind of like my approach this time around. Building up to my last marathon in October, I followed a plan. Like I hired a coach and just followed the plan that he laid out for me. And it was awesome. But this time around, I'm kind of just going a little bit more by feel and just, I don't know, trying to do my own research on stuff and figure out what works best for me, you know? I don't know. I feel like that's a decent approach. So I've got a bunch of stuff here for like doing a long run. Anything that's like 13 plus is where it's kind of involved. There's like a lot of stuff that I bring. So first I've got tape on the nipples because my nipples will chafe and it's terrible. And so anything over like 10 miles and I'll tape up the nipples. So I got that tape. And then I've got a anti-chafing thing in the nether regions. So I'm all lathered up, which I'll also only do if I'm gonna do like 10 plus. Just make sure that everything, like I'm not gonna chafe, which if you can eliminate all those things, then, you know, you can have a very fun run. Like nothing really hurts. My shoes, my feet never hurt. The shoes I'm rocking are the Saucony Endorphin Pro 4s, and I always get like a full size bigger than my standard shoe. And my feet, I never have any feet problems ever. So anyways, let me get to this stuff. So I've got gloves because I think it's gonna be a little bit chilly. I'm trying out this thing. This is a koozie for a plastic water bottle. So that's what I gotta go buy one in here because I don't have any. I think that this could be a good way to carry water on these long runs. I've never tried this, but because up the canyon, they usually have all these drinking fountains in the summer, but it's the winter time now. So they don't have any water. And for 16, I'm gonna want some water. So I'm gonna try this out because it seems like a good way to just get like a disposable water. I can find a garbage and throw it away if I don't wanna keep holding it, and then just stuff this in a pocket. So I got that, and then I've got 3 gels here. Yeah, so one of them is a caffeine one, and then the 2 others are just, this is the SIS brand, which I really like because it's like extra liquidy or extra watery. So if you've ever tried the Goo brand, it's like, those are a little slimy in the mouth. Like they're kind of hard to get down. So both of these actually are very watery. This is Edge and SIS, and then this is the Morton caffeine one. And this is $4.50 for one, which is pretty crazy. Like stuff can start to add up for sure. I've got sunglasses and a buff that I may or may not. It looks like it's not too windy, and right now it's like 45 degrees outside. So super nice. And then I've got a shirt that I'm gonna switch out because I don't wanna be wearing a hoodie. And then I've got this for carrying all the gels and everything. So those are the supplies, and I'm gonna run to the store real quick and grab a couple more things I need. All right, big beverage guy here. So I just got some, I saw these, so I had to grab them. I don't know if you've ever tried these, but they're so good. And then these, also so good. But for this run, I just needed this. So yeah, I didn't have any at the house, so I also bought a case of them. And we'll just leave the rest of those for after the run. All right, let's freaking do this. This is taking too long. I'm still playing around with this whole setup for vlogging. So right now I'm using a GoPro, which is mounted. And before I had like my big boy, the FX3, Sony FX3 mounted on that window. And so I'm playing around with it. And then I also have like a mic, an external mic that I've tried. And this is just the mic on the GoPro. So sorry if it sounds like total crap, but we're playing around, we're experimenting. I'm trying to figure this thing out, and I'm not afraid of looking dumb. I'm certainly not. All right, finally off on the run. So today I'm gonna do, it's a long run, so I'm gonna do 16 miles total. So 1 mile to warm up, and then I'm gonna do 3 miles working. So I don't know how fast my working sets will be. Probably like 6:30s. That's what I'm hoping for. And then 3 miles recovery. So that'll be like close to 7:30. And then, so I'll go back and forth. So work, recovery, finish on a working 3 miles. So that'll be on the way back down to hit 16. So it should be a good workout, and let's freaking go. This is the work interval. Ooh, it's pretty killer. I'm keeping a 6:27 pace, and I'm about a little less than halfway through. So yeah, it's pretty killer. I got like 0.25 miles left, and I'm dying. There's a waterfall. Oh crap, we got ice. Oh jeez. My shoes untied. Perfect timing. Oh my gosh. I was gonna try to just keep it moving for this recovery part, but I gotta pause to tie my shoe. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Trying to just keep my composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. This actually kind of sucks. So I'm in my recovery 3 miles, and there is so much ice and snow on this path that I think I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go a different way. There's a road over there, so I'm gonna circle around up here and get on the road, and then I'm just gonna have to go past my car, which always kind of sucks, but I think it'll be better than staying on this path. I thought for sure this would all be melted. It's been like 40 or 50 degrees outside, but whew, yeah, I had some liquids. I'm putting the first gel down the hatch and feeling good. That was tough. 3 miles going that fast for me, which sucks because like Marcus Milioni is the Minted New York guy, Marcus Milioni, who I've decided is in the 5 people I compare myself to. He goes on like a 14-mile run, and he'll keep like a 6:30 to 6 minute pace the whole time. So I'm like, oh freak, I got some work to do to catch up to that. Oh jeez, this sucks. But yeah, that 3 miles, I kept it under 6:30 the whole time. Not the whole time, I think it was like a 6:35 average pace for the 3 miles. And geez, this ground is terrible. Like it couldn't be worse because it's just icy. All right, this is way better. Yeah, I've turned around, so it'll be 5 miles up and then 5 miles back. That'll actually be nice because I can drop this at my car, and then I'll just have to hit 3 out, 3 back, going the other way where I know there's not gonna be any snow and ice. If I'm gonna run a sub 250 marathon, then I'm gonna have to keep that pace that I ran that first 3 miles in. I gotta keep that for the whole time, which is crazy to think about. But the fact that that was so hard, I don't really let it get in my head, because like this is the end of a long week of training. So my legs are pretty beat going into this workout, and that's on top of like last week's hard workout. So going into the actual race day, we're gonna be like tapered down and, you know, feeling fresh. Oh man, freaking ice. I'm gonna have to change up my route and just go, you know, on the roads by my house from here on out. This sucks. Oh, suck. Here we go. Work for 3 miles. Come on, baby. Gotta say, it is a lot easier going downhill. It's not much of a grade, but you feel it for sure. I really want to stick under 6:30 for this. So, let's see where we're at. Oh my gosh. All right, I think that 3 miles, it said my average pace was 6:05, 6:04. So that's kind of the downhill assist, I think. But, woo, I mean, average out those two, you know, the downhill and the uphill, and it's about 6:20, something like that. So feeling good about that. I made it back down to the bottom, so I gotta go, you know, walk up to my car, freaking jog. Like, I'm gonna start my recovery mode again, actually. Yeah, so recovery mode, I'm gonna run up to my car and ditch this and take a gel really quick, and then I'm gonna go 3 miles up the road and then 3 miles back, and that'll finish it off. Whew. My goodness. During the summer, we would run up the canyon and then run down, and then we would dip in the river right here after. Oh, it actually looks kind of nice right now. But I was listening to David Roche, the guy that won the Leadville 100 this year, and it sounds like there's not a whole lot of athletic performance benefit that you get from cold, is what he's saying, the data is saying. So that's kind of discouraging. So all the ice bath people, basically it can be good for your mentality, you know, toughen you up and stuff, but that it doesn't have a whole lot of effect to like your athletic performance. He was saying though, David Roche was saying like, but if it makes you happy, if you like doing it, then there's some benefit in there. Like that's something that's not tested, is like just anything in general that makes you happy has got to contribute to positive performance in sports. So I don't know, but that really does kill my motivation to want to hop in the river now. All right, stopping at the car for a second. Oh, I feel so much lighter. Took the belt off and ditched that water bottle, ditched the gloves, and feeling way better. But this sucks because I think I skipped an interval. So this is technically the working one, but I'm just gonna treat it like this is the rest one, and then it'll switch into an open workout, and then I'll do working 3 miles on the way back. So not the end of the world, but kind of sucks. All right, here we go. Let's finish this out. This is where I would walk to elementary school every day growing up. Right down there. Which, I don't know if I love that, you know? I don't know if I love that I'm still here in my hometown, but here I am. Final working set. A beautiful view. 3 miles to go. Ah. Oh my gosh. Done. 16 miles. Little cool down. Walk to the car. I catch my breath and regain my composure. Oh gosh. Actual tears in my eyes. I'm feeling weird. Oh, okay. Give me a minute. So dead. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm wrecked. Oh. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. I have no words right now. I gotta reset real quick. Yeah, give me a sec. Wow, okay. I think we're doing all right now. So I figured I would just go ahead and let's just break down the splits really quick. So that was a 16 miles total, average heart rate 162, and yeah, the freaking intervals got messed up because I skipped the last recovery one. Dang it. So you can see that 0.15. So warm up was a 756 pace, average heart rate 146. And then the first working set was average pace of 636. So I feel pretty good about that. 173 heart rate. The second working set was 606. So that was the one coming down the canyon. I knew that one would be fast. That one felt good at 176. And then after that, I was pretty much beat. And okay, so we have the 812 is the 3 miles going up. That's the recovery one. And then I skipped one of the intervals. So we'll go down to the splits. So if you look at 15, 16, 17, those were like my working sets. I mean, sorry. Yeah, 14, 15, 16, because then 17 was like a 0.01 miles or whatever. So I was under a 7-minute mile. So 656, 651. And oh my gosh, that was so rough. And here's the thing about running that's really cool. You have so many chances to quit. Like, you're faced with the opportunity to quit over and over again, and you have to choose to just not quit. And it's terrible and it sucks. And because on that last working 3 miles, so miles 14, 15, 16, I wanted to just slow up and just be done and just say, like, I'll just jog it out. Let's hit like an 8:30 pace from here on out. Like, that thought came into my mind. And then you have to like recognize that you're thinking that and reject it and say, no, this is my working set. And I may not be able to hit like my 6:30. I wanted to be at a 6:30, but I started going and I'm like, okay, I think I can keep below a 7-minute mile. So let's just try to keep it below 7 minutes and keep that as like the goal, you know? And it felt a lot like a marathon. Like that those are the feelings that you have during a marathon. You're running and you get little thoughts about like that you should slow up, that it's not a big deal. And part of it is because you realize that like your goal slipped away. So that's exactly what happened there. And it's so cool because this is just great practice for the actual marathon. But like my goal slipped away. I couldn't really keep a 6:30. I was so beat, but I was like, okay, I can keep it under 7 though. And so I'm like pushing hard. You kind of get a new goal and just stick to it and kind of stay in it, stay in the suck, if you will. Anyway, that felt really good. I'm so beat right now. So I'm gonna do this again. So if you watched my vlog from earlier this week, I did the ketone IQ and it was the other kind. So it was the high performance. Again, not a sponsorship, but I felt pretty dang good after my interval workout. So I'm like freaking beat right now. If I take this and I feel good the rest of the night and tomorrow morning, then I'm fully convinced. And I'm gonna be buying one of these for after every one of my hard workouts from here on out. But supposedly this one tastes terrible. Let's give it a go. Yeah, it is an interesting taste. It tastes just like kind of like medicine of some sort. It's got like a gross aftertaste, but it's not too bad. Oh, let's chug it all down. Yeah, it's not terrible. Okay. Wow. All right. Oh, I'm so beat. Okay, we're gonna go. I've got to pick something up. I gotta go pick something up, and then I'm headed home. Oh, and I forgot. I was looking forward to this the entire run. Oh, this is gonna be so good. I cannot wait. Oh, I feel amazing now. Woo! This is what happens. It feels so good to push hard, you know? That middle interval, that middle working interval, the one that I got a 6:06 my average pace for. The whole time I was thinking about how Marcus Milioni, because I had just given that little update to you guys. So I was thinking about Marcus Milioni and his, like, you know, 6:10, 6:15 average pace over 14 miles. And oh my gosh, I'm not all there. That beeping was just my parking brake. I'm a freaking idiot. So that whole time I was thinking about Marcus Milioni and just like angry that I need to be, you know, getting at his level. And it's really cool because I think that is a thing. Like I heard that somewhere, I think this is an Alex Hermosi thing, but he said, or maybe it's some study, I don't know. I heard it on one of those podcasts, but they were saying that you're not the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. You're the average of the 5 people that you compare yourself to the most. So I'm now thinking with running, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna choose 5 legit dudes and watch them on Strava, follow their vlogs, follow their workouts, and I'm comparing myself to them now. And so they are now my peer group, even though they don't even know me. They don't even know that there's some dude somewhere in the mountains of Utah that's thinking of him and wanting to beat him so badly in the best possible way. I actually just got this, the Minted New York run cap. I didn't want to wear it this time because I want to bend the brim a bit, and but Minted New York, the guys are so cool. And so I just see guys like that are, you know, starting businesses, doing cool stuff, and running hard, racing hard, competing. I see guys like that and I'm like, that's who I want to be. That's who I want to be friends with. That's who I want to be competing with. So now, you know, they are my friend group, even though they don't know it yet. Anyways, I'm gonna drink this spilt. Oh, I'm so excited. Still got that ketone IQ taste in my mouth, which is kind of gross. I definitely prefer the high performance one, the flavored one, but oh gosh, yeah, that's good. Whew, it's a struggle getting out of the car right now. Check it out. The boys. Minted New York boys. So I took this to the tailor and got the cuffs tightened. Oh, they look perfect now. Because I just love tight cuffs on a hoodie. I don't know what it is about it. But before they were like a little loose and it was like going over my hand, and I can't have that. But yeah, it's a sick hoodie. Check it out. Minted New York. My guys that are just in my head as I'm running, just like, I gotta beat them. But yeah, I see him and I'm like, there's no reason that I can't be running that fast, you know? There's no reason. So it might take me a couple of years. Maybe it's unreasonable to think, you know, after running for I've been running for really 2 years, to think that I could be as fast as them in 2 years. But I'm not coming from nothing, you know? So I actually had I've been cycling for a long time. Like I got a bike. I got my first bike when I was 15, and I would you know, put the spandex on and everything. 15 years old, no one else was cycling. We had some family friends that were into triathlons and stuff, and they owned a triathlon store. So we got a bike, I got a felt bike, and we got it like at the employee pricing, like 40% off. And so I've been biking for a long time, and then I played college lacrosse. So I have a solid base of cardio, but I just kind of stopped for a long time, you know, which is unfortunate. I'm bummed, because if I would have gone straight from college lacrosse into running or into competing, then I could have been great, you know. I could have been great. But we kind of think that, I don't know, like I got a job and pursuing career, family, and you just like let the athletics go, but you really don't have to, you know. Like I'm 35 right now, and I'm in better running shape than I've ever been in, for sure, hands down. But it's like a shame that all those years of 25 to 35 kind of went to waste athletically, you know, all that potential, performance potential, because those are like key years, you know. 25 to 35, I just kind of threw it down the drain, just doing things casually, you know, playing pickleball casually, just not doing anything, not taking it serious, you know. So now I'm trying to do, you know, 35 to 45, I'm hoping I can do some cool things and, you know, get some really fast marathons, do some ultras, and it feels good to be like taking it serious and be pursuing athletics, you know. Just, it feels right in my bones. Anyways, so shout out to Minted New York, and those guys, they make really cool products, they run really fast, and you know, we should all want to be like them. All right, thanks for watching the vlog number 2 in this series of me becoming a fitness influencer. Please follow along, help me in my effort to a sub 3 marathon and a sub 250 marathon. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. It all helps. And love you guys. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.